Hello, good afternoon. So we'd like to introduce our capstone and research project titled Web-Based Fire Incidents Mapping with Data Analytics System for the Bureau of Fire Protection in the city of San Pablo. So, uh, if ever this video reach you, we'd like you nga po to have an evaluation for our system. So, without further ado, I'd like to introduce the project and its background. Ayan. So alam naman po natin that fire incidents are one of the tragedies na we don't want to happen. So that is why uh, the Bureau of Fire Protection is there. So um, uh, so aside from preventing, preventing fire, so our team decided to look for a client for a system that we can develop and at the same time can help an organization, and one of those organization that we found that we've seen uh, na pwede pong mag-improve pa yung system nila is the um, Bureau of Fire Protection. So the importance of the project. Uh, with the advent of technology, so marami pong tools na pwedeng magamit to further enhance and improve a workflow of an organization. And in the case of Bureau of Fire Protection, we found that web mapping or mapping in a form in so mapping itself is a good. So currently we've seen some government agencies na meron po silang mapping, and most of the time is mga hindi pa po siya fully digitized. So and one of them is the BFP. So we've seen some examples of web-based mapping, most especially yung DOH, this COVID pandemic. So and another thing is data analytics. So doing gathering the data and organizing them, sorting them, and understanding them in some specific categories might be helpful in understanding uh, some events. In this case po is the uh, fire incidents fire incidents in San Pablo. So uh, one of the problem is currently po let's see, concern. One of the concerns is wala pa pong mapping system ang Bureau of Fire Protection sa San Pablo. As the same time, the way they record uh, the incidents is through a logbook. So meron din pong official documentation but um, most of the time and during incidents, ito po yung ginagamit nila. So as for our proposed solution is a web-based mapping na kung saan makikita po natin yung total fire incidents sa isang political and administrative uh, region. In this case is bawat barangay po. So bawat kung gaano kadami na yung incidents nila. At the same time, markers kung saang locations naganap yung isang incident. So we can further understand pag nakita po natin visually na say for example maraming mark location sa isang barangay na maraming incident, so we might further investigate ano ba yung commonalities ng mga incidents na nangyari doon. So at the same time, what are the preventive measures na pwedeng gawin to avoid this fire incident. So our proposed solution can be a tool that can help in gaining insights, some background and ng mga fire incidents. So in addition for web-based mapping is some data analytics, descriptive analytics, providing the categorized data of fire incidents. Say for example is per barangay, um, yung fire incidents over time. So per month, per year, per day, hour of the day. So we can say for example, pwede po nating makita na say for example is in the month of March, mas madaming sunog compared sa ibang uh, buwan or mas madalas ang sunog ng gantong oras. So, pwedeng mapaghandaan or I mean, mas magkakaroon ng awareness sa mga fire incidents na nagaganap. So, it can help us gain insights on and better understanding kung ano yung nangyayari sa ating nasasakupan. So, the general objective of the project is to mark the exact location and analyze the historical data of fire incident to improve the recording system of the Bureau of Fire Protection in San Pablo City. So, hindi na po ako, I'll proceed na po for the system. Currently, our system is around 60%. So, hindi pa po siya fully developed. But as we go on, we would like to have some feedback na po with the system. Ayan. So, okay po. So, magbibigay na po muna ako ng demo how to use the system. Then, later on, pwede nyo pong i-access yung web application. We already have deployed the system, so you can try it out for testing. So, first of all, you can access for the system in this web page. This domain. So please take note lang po yung port because it's still under development. So hindi ko pa po ginagamit yung port 80. I'm using port 80,000. So just open nyo lang po ito. Then, oops. Ayan. So upon gaining, you will be directed kaagad dun sa map. So, as you can see, meron pong mga borders na nakalagay. So, that borders are the administrative or political boundaries ng bawat barangay. So, ayan. So, say for example, ito po sa Santo Angel. When you click that specific location po, that boundaries, makikita nyo yung total incident. Then, this is special markers, makikita nyo po ito if one incident ay nilagyan ng special marker. So, later on, I'll demo po kung paano mag-add ng location o mag-mark ng isang location ng isang fire incident. So, ayan po. So this data were derived from the Philippine GIS website organization. So, we can say na ano po ito, na yung accuracy nito is based on that organization. Then, for the analytics side, so for the UI po, pwedeng i-click tong toggle menu if you want to see the whole page lang. Ayan. So, right now po, as I mentioned, hindi pa po siya fully developed. We are around 60 to 70%. So more on, actually natitira na lang po sa system is that we are going to develop is the filtering and sorting. So right now po is yung mga records na makikita nyo dito is lahat ng records. So as we develop, lagyan po namin filtering system so that the users can filter the records from a specific date. So right now, ito po is ano pa lang, yung whole records, lahat ng records. So, ayan. So, in the data analytics side, you can see first yung fire incidents per barangay. So, say for example, makita po natin na pinakamataas is yung Barangay San Francisco. Then next is fire incidents over time. So uh, from the starting point of the filter system, kung ano po yung sinelect yung date. So right now it's lahat ng date. Makikita kung kailan yung simula nung nag-umpisa hanggang dun sa matapos. Kung aling buwan ang pinakamadaming sunog or pinakakonti. So we can see dito po na yan, August 28, mayroong naitalang 6 na sunog. Then, number of fire incidents per hour of the day. So, kung ano namang oras, mas madalas ang sunog. So, you can see that 8 a.m. and 12 noon, mas madalas po ang sunog. And for the record po, these records were collected officially from the BFP San Pablo. So, hindi po pa siya ganun kadami. We are currently requesting some data from the provincial office. Still pending pa po, I think. But we are still following up po para doon. Then, incident per day of the week. So, ayan. Makikita po natin dito na ang pinakamadami is Tuesday. Yan. Then, per incidents per month, kung anong buwan mas madalas ang sunog. So, November, merong pagtaas po ng sunog and per year. So, that's it po. So, that's mainly the highlight of the system. Then, for the recording part, so, sorry, log out ko po muna to. Meron pong tatlong modules. There's the super admin, the sub-admin, and the data entry user. So, super admin is for the developers. The sub-admin is for the BFP chief. Then, the data entry is for the staff. So, first, pakita ko po sa inyo yung sa data entry side. So, paano magpasok ng record. So, pwede nyo pong i-access yung mag-login by using for the data entry side using the username data, then for the password is test data 123. Then you will be directed to this page po. So meron pa po dito siyang makikita kung ayan, kung ano yung mga huling activities. So say for example, mag-add po tayo ng fire incident, so you can add, update, or add and update the records also. Yan. So, let's try adding first. So, kaya po ngayon. So, that ngayon is November 14. Then, the time, say, ngayon po. Then, itong fire out daytime, kung kailan po natapos yung sunog. Then, house number is, for example, yan. Then, test. Barangay, say, for example, yan ang malapit. Try po natin itong Soledad. Then, dito po yung part na pwede kayong mag-mark na location. So, lahat lang ng records na merong nilagyan nito will be reflected on the system. So, kaya hindi po lahat dahil yung kinuha naman po namin records is directly from San Pablo. Wala naman po silang provide na location. So, later on the system, pwede po nila idagdag yung mga markings. So, say for example, dito po. Then, occupancy type. Yan. So, may mga initial selections na po. This occupancy type can be pwede pong ma-modify yan. So, residential, say for example is 1. Then, alarm level is, pwede iwan na po natin yan, say bedroom. Then, sa cause is naiiwang katol, like that. And investigator. So, there's a portion po which is yung approved na hindi po pwedeng gawin ng data entry, which can only be will be enabled only by the sub-admin, which is the BFE chief. So, pag sinave po natin yan, so, ayan. So, lalabas na po yung validation na add siya. So, in this interface sa list po na ito, we can see hindi pwedeng mag-delete po yung yung data entry user. So, pwede mag-delete lang is yung sub-admin. So, we can see po dito, pwede tayo mag-filter ng yung mga approved na and hindi pa approved. So, ito, kagaya nito, hindi pa po approved. Ayan. So, that's it po. So, kaya pag tingnan po natin sa system, as we recall, nagdagdag po tayo sa Soledad, no? Ayan. So, we can see na wala pa yung sa Soledad. And sa analytics side, ayan. So, dapat, ayan, wala pa po nakalagay ngayong November. Kailan ba inilagay yung record? Let's change this po to ito ba yan? Gawin natin today para makita po natin. So, dapat makikita natin dito sa data analytics na magkakaroon sa November. So, wala. So, we will see later on. Dito po dapat nagkaroon sa November. Later on, dapat so, dyan po papasok. Tapos dito dapat meron po yung sa Soledad. So, hanapin natin yung Soledad. Ito, dapat meron dito. So, let's change user. So, log out ko po muna yung system. Then, talagin ko naman po yung sub-admin. So, admin. Password is test admin 123. Then, yan po. So, yung sub-admin can change yung authentications yung users kung ano yung pwede mag-add po siya ng mga additional data entry users. So, you can add yan. Then, yun po. So, dahil this will be an in-house system, hindi na kailangan masyado na we decided na wag na pong magkaroon ng online registration yung mismong user. So, pwedeng yung mismong sub-admin na lang ang gumawa ng user para for the data entry user. Yan. So, makita po na filter natin. So, yan. So, yung sub-admin is both for the admin saka data entry group. So, pwede rin po siya mag-add ng additional admin, sub-admin and data entry. So, tingnan na po natin yung sa pag-approve nung incident. So, we can see here po, you can filter po natin yung mga hindi pa na-approve. So, ito hindi pa na-approve. So, we can open this. So, i-review po yan ng sub-admin. Then, pag in-approve na po siya, so we should see na magre-reflect na po siya doon sa system. So, pag refresh po natin dito at madagdagan na November. Ayan. So, we can see na dagdagan na po yung November. Then, sa map, dapat mag-reflect na yung Soledad. Ito po. So, that's it po for our system. So, we're currently developing yung natitira po for the systems, the filtering ng dates sa analytics, at the same time sa filtering ng mga incidents. So, I hope you can consider po for the evaluation of our capstone and research project. Thank you po. So, that's it po for the team. Again, we are Team Ka-Team ko po. So, I hope you like the concept and the advocate of this system.